Yeah. Slay. Slay. Hey, slay your marketing. Yeah, slay your marketing. Woo. Slay your marketing. Slay your marketing. Slay your marketing. Mastermind, yes indeed. Learn to be a boss with Jennifer Janine. Yeah, hey, the coolest stylist, coach and trainer out the ATL. Here to help my women do it big, increase your clientele. This is the best advice you're gonna find. Don't delay, girl, slay your marketing. Mastermind, woo. Hey, slay.
Hey.
Slay.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the Slay Your Marketing Mastermind. I am your girl, Jennifer Janine here, and I am so excited because literally this is episode number 1. And I've always wanted to have a podcast ever since the idea or the concept kind of hit, mainstream, or at least when I found out about it, I thought, oh my God, this is so dope, because growing up, I always wanted to be an on-air personality. It's so funny how things come full circle, because I remember looking back at my high school yearbook and, you put down what you want to be when you grow up. And my thing was I wanted to be an on-air personality. So look at that. So if you guys follow me on Instagram, or you're just coming across this podcast because of, maybe the cover art looks dope, or it was promoted to you somehow, I want to say welcome. It's a lovely place to be, and I think that you guys are going to find a lot of value out of what your girl is bringing. So Slay Your Marketing Mastermind is for my fierce female entrepreneurs, my ladies who really want to know what it takes to build a clientele. I work with service-based professionals because, that's my lane. That's what I do, and that's where I have the most experience in. So I work with service-based professionals to help them get more clients and close more sales. I like to think of myself as a facilitator. I know the whole coaching thing is pretty popular right now, and I'm with it, right? I'm team coach, but I think of myself as a facilitator because deep down inside, and this is a basic principle of coaching, you have the answers. Like, not me, but you. You have the answers to your issues. You have the answers to your deepest desires. Like, you hold the key to get there. As a coach, I'm just the facilitator for change. I'm the person that holds your feet to the fire, because a lot of times when you're trying to make those adjustments in your life, it is very difficult if you're not around people who are on that same level or on that same path as you. I won't call it a level. I'll just say that same path, because we're all on different paths, and it's not up to me or anybody else to tell somebody what level they should be on. So before I get into the podcast, really deep into it, because I have some amazing interviews that I did this month with some really wonderful female entrepreneurs, I wanted to tell you guys just a little bit about the lady behind the scenes. So my name is Jennifer Janine, and we're just going to do a little story time here, because, how else is this podcast really going to go if I don't tell you guys a little bit about me? So I created the Slay Your Marketing Mastermind based out of my own frustrations and my own struggles. I came into the service industry at the age of 32, I believe. I was 32 years old when I decided to leave my job in corporate America as a paralegal. And my friends, family, everybody thought that I was a complete idiot. Like, why would you leave a 9-to-5 job that, pays decently to become a hairstylist? Like, you want to go into the beauty industry? But that's exactly what I wanted to do. And that's what I did. I made that transition. And it was not easy. So for everyone to say, or sometimes I hear people say, like, yes, when I made the transition from corporate America into my dream, everything just opened up for me, and I wish I would have done it sooner. Like, that's not hardly my story. My story came with a lot of struggles, a lot of trying to figure it out. I thought I had it figured out when I left, but once I got deep into it, when I looked up, 2-3 years later after coming out of corporate America, I was still in struggle mode. So much so that I actually thought about packing up all of my things and moving back to my hometown of Cleveland, Ohio, because I was really in financial ruin. And that was probably one of the most difficult times of my life. Really was the platform, right? Not knowing that struggle actually became the thing that started the Slay Your Marketing Mastermind. Like, my struggle was completely tied to my level up, right? It completely took me to another level once I learned the lessons of my struggles. So went from financial ruin to where I am at now. Now I am a regional trainer for a beauty brand. I am a leader in my organization. I am a certified coach. I am a licensed facilitator for an amazing program. The program that the Slay Your Marketing Mastermind is actually built on. And it's the program that I used to build my clientele. So once I used it and I got some success, I was like, okay, this is it, right? Like, every other service professional has to know about this program. And I've made it my mission to, do just that. So it's amazing how, again, everything comes back full circle, and your struggle now may be your testimony next week, you know what I mean, to take you to the next level. So, count it all joy, I guess. So 5 lessons, guys, that I learned from being a struggle stylist. I want to break them down for you guys. Lesson number 1, carpe diem. I don't even know if I'm saying that joint right, but that's what it is, right? That is, I believe it's the Latin term, but it means seize the day. And often we pay a lot of attention to the issues that we have in front of us, the problems that we're faced with right now. And we don't attack the day as if it's a new day. It's a new day, right? You hit the reset button and you seize the day that's in front of you. Especially when you're in a struggle, you let yesterday's bad choice, yesterday's experience kind of ruin, right? Or set the precedent for the day that you're having right now in this current moment. And I'm here to tell you guys, like, that's not the way to turn your situation around. And I'm saying it from experience, right? You got to treat every day like it's a new day. You kind of got to get this. I know a lot of people say it. I know y'all probably don't want me to drop the F-bomb, but you have to create, like, you got to be unfuckable, right? You can't, like, the day can't fuck with you. The next day, you know what I mean? Like, the day before cannot fuck with the day before or the day after that, because the two are not related, right? You let it go. It's temporary. Even success is temporary. Failure is temporary. It all is this circle of kind of growing and evolving. And you can't be too emotionally tied to your successes or your failures. So that's lesson number 1, seize the day that's in front of you. Lesson number 2 that I learned from being a struggle stylist is to make and nurture relationships. So if you follow me on the gram, then you know that a lot of my marketing minutes are about nurturing relationships and making relationships. And I cannot tell you guys, if you are a service professional, that is the lifeblood of your business. It's about relationships. And nowadays, relationships are so superficial, right? It's based on social media, likes, and your presence. But the truth is, building relationships and building a client's tail is it's still very high touch, right? You still have to know how to form real relationships and real friendships with people. And when I say friendships, I'm not talking about everybody that you meet becoming your best buddy, but forming real relationships with people that extend beyond online relationships. Lesson number 4. No, I guess this would be number 3. Lesson number 3 I want to share with you guys is study and grow. Once I started to move my life in the right direction, I remember doing a lot of internal work. And the work this is funny, right? The work wasn't on fixing what was wrong with me. It was recognizing what was dope as hell about me and then going with that, right? Because when you are in the struggle, every bad thing, I guess you could call it, every bad thing, every little personality flaw that, somebody finds unattractive or, it doesn't suit their agenda, they put it under a magnifying glass. And when you're under somebody else's magnifying glass, you start to really not trust your own dopeness. So when I started to study and I started to grow, I really thought about, okay, what's great about me and how can I capitalize off of that versus letting other people capitalize off of what's great about me. And then, I felt like you can get into a situation where the things that, they want to fix so that you can fit into their agenda becomes the things that's highlighted, right? And it kind of keeps you stuck. So study, grow, focus on your strengths, not your perceived weaknesses, right? I had to quote Kanye. Oh, yes, I'm going to do a Kanye quote. We go forgive him for just a minute. And we're just going to say, everything that I'm not made me everything I am. And that's true, right? Everything you're not is going to make you everything that you will be. And you will definitely grow into the woman that you're supposed to be if you start focusing on what's hot about you. Next lesson that I learned is asking for help. A lot of times when you're going through it, when you're in that place, asking for help is so difficult. Sometimes it comes from shame. It comes from resentment. It comes from being angry with yourself for letting, or for you feeling like you let your situation get this bad. And while I do agree with taking personal responsibility for your life, you cannot be afraid to ask for help, but you also have to return that help when you get back on your feet, right? Can't forget those people that gave you help. Those are my lessons that I learned from being a struggle stylist. So I hope that it really helps you guys out a lot, okay? I want you guys to stay tuned to the Slay Your Marketing Mastermind. We're going to do some really, really awesome and amazing things. I just thought that I should drop this first episode and really tell you guys a little bit about who I am so that when you listen to everything else, you'll have more of a background of, the woman behind the scenes, right? So this is your girl, Jennifer Janine. You can stay tuned for another episode. We're going to upload every Wednesday. Be prepared to hear some amazing interviews. Be prepared to hear some steps, some actionable steps that you can take in your service-based business. And we're going to have a lot of fun here on the Slay Your Marketing Mastermind podcast. I am your girl, Jennifer Janine, and I am out. Peace.
Yeah. Slay. Hey, slay your marketing. Yeah, slay your marketing. Woo. Slay your marketing. Slay your marketing. Slay your marketing. Mastermind, yes indeed. Learn to be a boss with Jennifer Janine. Yeah, hey, the coolest stylist, coach and trainer out the ATL. Here to help my women do it big, increase your clientele. This is the best advice you're gonna find. Don't delay, girl, slay your marketing. Mastermind, woo. Hey, slay.